All right, what's up, guys? It's your boy Cyrex, and this is the Freak Show. This is episode 11, and this is going to be a really special episode because we got a whole panel here. All right, so around here we got young Josh, aka Koala.
Wagwan, man, you don't know.
I guess you don't know.
Yeah,
we got young Simon, aka Simba.
Red stripe and a drink.
red stripe in the hand, blunt in the other hand. You know, it's the freak show right now.
That's what we talking about here. We got Kingston Kislan.
A big Monty, you know.
Oh, you got it.
Speaking your regular voice, boy.
We out here, man.
We got Baby Bree.
I'm not fucking, oh, like that. I'm not fucking Jamaican, so I don't got no accent.
You don't gotta say no accent.
And we got the homie Jared.
So, guys, how you doing?
You even get a nickname. Come on, bro. Do that man right.
No, it's totally fine.
Oh my god, I hate mosquitoes.
Okay, this is some bullshit right now. Y'all told me you ain't have beer.
We don't.
I share with
Furniture
jewelers.
store?
Red
Oh,
Stripe.
it's the jewelers.
I like Red Stripe.
Red stripe.
Let me possibly a red stripe, man.
Bro, I will give you $1 right now for a Red Stripe.
Yeah, G.
It's getting late. So are we sliding or not?
First, we doing this episode.
We
Hell
can't
yeah,
do
you
this
do
in
in
the
the
car.
car.
Again, I will literally give you $1 right now.
How'd you get here?
I got dropped off and I didn't know we were going out, so I'm not really dressed to go out.
Alright, come on, man.
Alright, so in this episode, for real though, can I get a Red Stripe?
I say no.
I have $1 in my
Listen, no
hand.
for me, dog. Listen. He said, listen.
Can you help your cousin, bro? Oh, never mind. Oh, shit. He's so smart.
This man is using ore. I'm pissed. What the fuck?
Why are you pissed? Because he was
Alright,
being
things
creative?
are already getting out of hand
You
here.
might be able to get one, bro. I gotta check the fridge inside.
Alright, whatever.
Let's just go on with the interview.
I'm
You got,
getting bit.
So,
you got 2 blunts.
what we gonna be talking about,
Like me.
I do.
we're gonna be here talking about the XXL Freshman 2017 list once again.
I'm doing good.
Only this time we're gonna be centering on the Cyphers and a little bit on the freestyle, on the solo freestyles. Now, for those who do not remember what the list is, or just don't feel like looking up the list, or they're driving while listening to this, the list is PMB Rock, Kyle, Amine, A Boogie with the Hoodie, Kamaya, Cap G, Playboy Cardi, Made in Tokyo,
Ow,
Ugly
take
God,
up.
and XXX Tentacion.
In the middle. Higher.
We just watched them
Right.
again.
You just, like,
Cause
set them
it's
out
right.
in order.
Go
Like,
down.
not with the people that
Right
were in
there.
the same
Do it right.
ciphers.
Yeah, it was a little. I obviously had like it was fine though. My memory's good like that.
Okay.
Okay, and whatever's going on with whatever's going on in that corner in Bree's corner is not
I'm getting
a part of
bit.
this show.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright, you want some off?
you got some? What the fuck? You been holding out?
I don't know if I got some. I'm looking now.
Why would you offer if you ain't checked?
You want some off? Yeah. Oh, we don't got no off. Off machine broke.
Alright, where's the light?
My goodness. All right. Well,
So we can find one.
for those who may not know, well, I mean, if you're listening to this, you probably do know.
Wait, I got one.
It was divided into 3. There are 10 of them, so they did 3, 3, and 4. The first one was Amine, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and Kyle in reverse order. The second one was Playboy Cardi, Made in Tokyo, Ugly God, and Tentacion in that order. And the last one was PMB Rock, Cap G, and Kamaya in that order.
You murdered everybody.
So yeah, let's.
What you finna do it, nigga?
You got one thing.
Yep.
You would.
Bitch. Anyways.
Right. So, we just reviewed the ciphers about a half hour ago. So yeah, let's.
Get your ass out
Just-
here, bitch.
What?
You lighting up.
Who's that? Who's
Are you
that?
doing a?
A podcast, yes.
Oh, cool.
All right, y'all. So we appear to have an additional panel member, young Shannon over here.
What's up?
From Arizona.
Young
You
shit.
got like a nickname or something?
Shayonce.
Okay, apparently she's seancing.
What was the one you hated? Shade
Yeah,
on?
she has a lot of
Is that it?
What?
No.
She what?
Shade out don't even sound good though.
She
There's something the frat guys
call her
gave us. I
Shade.
forget what it is.
Oh yeah, no. Any nickname that frat guys give you, I wouldn't want to keep anyway.
Very bad.
I'm like, nah.
This shit does not stay lit.
Right, so I guess I'll just go right ahead with my thoughts.
Tell me what you do with it. Oh.
We might go in a format. We might not go each one by each one. Let's go ahead and start with the second one then.
Where Cardi came out first, right?
No, that was part 2. So we'll start with part 2 since that was the shortest one. Yeah. So we had Playboy Cardi come in with incredibly lackluster bars. Incredibly lackluster.
I fucked with it though.
Wait, who's?
Playboy Cardi. It was
Like I said, all my niggas,
dismal.
Game.
I sit
He's
on
not a blood, by the way.
Who cares?
That one doesn't work?
He didn't say
Playboy
he
Cardi
was- he
like
said all my
overglorified.
Fair enough.
rapper, bro. Low-key.
High key.
I think Playboy Cardi could only rap if he has
Yeah, wait, let
nice
me see that
ad libs
one.
in the back.
He's ad.
Yeah.
he's
That's
ad-
all
ad-
he is. He's an ad lib rapper. He
Yeah.
He just makes good songs.
good songs. That's debatable.
And then he has like 4 words as like a hook or some shit.
Everybody likes his songs, bro.
But that's just
A lot of people
It's
you know
low-key
like
lit,
his
though.
songs.
But like he be having like 4 words as like
He makes
a verse.
like he can make a song.
See, but those two are different statements, though. A lot of people like his songs, and
shit.
I like him.
see that beat. That beat was tight.
Hell yeah.
That beat sounded like some pirate hip hop. I fucked with that.
He's featured in shit too, though.
What has he been featured in?
Green and purple.
Oh, see, that just sounds like a hot mess. Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi.
Green
That sounds like my fucking nightmare.
No, it's so
Good
good.
song.
I would not play it though, cause I'm trying to this goes on YouTube, so I'm trying to avoid Universal Music Group flagging my shit like they already did.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So, yeah, Playboy Cardi goes in. I'll admit though that it was a step up. It was a dramatic step up from his solo thing because him without a beat is the worst thing. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. So him with the beat, at least he sounded rhythmic. He sounded like listenable. But
Good feature. Feature.
Fuck you, bitch.
Why did you not learn your lesson?
that was
Smart
aimed at
car?
public safety.
Fuck outta here.
Yeah, they got.
I'll be the last
Yeah.
nigga to get caught being chased by a smart car, nigga.
We down south at Simba's, and public safety seems to ride around in a
I'll
smart
run a
car.
smart car.
How'd you do that?
Public safety.
Yes. Oh yeah, fuck public safety.
So you don't like the public being safe?
Fuck the public.
You want to sit
Can't
on this
trust
bucket?
the public.
You want to sit on this bucket? Real redneck. You want to sit on this bucket?
That's how we do it down here.
Flip over that hamper. You can make more seats.
No, I got number
What city y'all
Oh,
from?
he got 2 buckets.
Smaller
so-
bucket.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Oh, okay. So y'all made the right. I was gonna say because y'all state made the wrong choice, but y'all county I know made the right
She's from
choice.
Table in Spanish.
Mesa.
Oh, Mesa. Okay, yeah. Mesa is also in Maricopa though.
Phoenix.
It's all in Mari.
From
It's
table in
not like
Spanish.
downtown.
I hate
it's
that.
like how Miami Gardens is not really Miami. It's a different city, but it's the same county.
That's like saying, like, Doral is in Kendall.
It's
It made no sense.
that's not what we're saying though.
Ain't
Mesa
nobody leaving
and
Miami.
Phoenix are different cities, but they're both in Maricopa County.
Yeah, Maricopa is a huge county.
How do you know that?
I used to work in telecom, so I had to deal. A lot of my customers were from Arizona.
Because it is all in Maricopa County.
Maricopa is where most of the people live.
Yeah,
The
and
decent
I would
people.
I would flex on the gringos by pronouncing anything that came on my screen in Spanish. So I would say like SD, I would say San Diego. I would never say LA entirely, but if I had, I would have said Los Angeles.
So you're a troll. Yo,
This
In
fucking
a
guy.
sense, yeah, I'm still recording.
This fucking guy.
In a sense, yeah, I was trolling. But more to the topic here. So, yeah, Playboy Cardi actually was listenable. But I mean, share some more of your thoughts on that, on his verse.
Why does that be my thoughts? I haven't listened to it. The Cypher.
Right.
I was vibing. That's it. I don't
Hey.
even remember any of the bars. They weren't that hard.
Hey,
But
So okay,
just
so he
sounded
came through
better
with
'cause he had a beat.
non-memorable
Literally, He
bars.
just sounded better because he
So
had a
that
beat.
should
That's
say
it.
a lot. That should say a lot about his performance.
what happened?
Then we have Made in TYO. He had a dope start, but I mean he quickly lost friction. He thinks he's clever with this whole
There was a one part
diamonds
where
on
he
my wall.
literally stuttered and then it just fucked up the rest of the thing.
The whole thing. And I understand when you stutter in a freestyle. As a rapper myself, when I stutter in a freestyle, I'm losing like a bar and a half at least. But after that, I come back.
And he did the same shit that he did in his freestyle.
Exactly.
Where he just started
Just that
repeating
mumble rap. Oh, heads don't want none of that. Yeah, they want none of that. Like, come on.
Yeah,
That was just
shit
trash.
Stupid. I
That was
remember
trash, right?
when I walk,
Yeah,
down
I
when I walk.
Huh?
I think I
You
saw
saw
that
that one?
on Twitter. I haven't seen the whole thing.
No, but we didn't see the whole thing. But
There
only
was,
watched
there was
April
barely a
Years.
whole thing. It was 46 seconds.
No,
Oh.
ugly
no,
God.
we
Made
saw.
in
Oh,
Tokyo
we're
solo.
you're talking about the solo rap.
Yeah,
the solo
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. The fuck is going on?
Like I remember that shit.
But
Cause
you-
that shit had me rolling.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
that shit was stupid.
dying. I was like,
That was a
what the fuck?
waste of time. Like, for that, he might as well just not.
None of that. None of that. None of that.
Oh, heads don't want none of that.
I was like, all right.
First
You
of
ain't
all,
got no substance.
mumble rap is used as a pejorative term. So owning it, it doesn't make you look cool. It makes you look like you're exactly what they say you are.
Ass.
Can we stop talking about this nigga? It's making me mad.
Fuck that nigga. Ugly God. Ugly God actually came through with a passable
He's
performance.
stupid,
That
but that
nigga
shit
Ugly
flew,
God?
bro.
The nigga ugly guy.
He
the
actually
first
has some
two
bars
lines-
though. He actually can rap.
The first two lines, he literally made it Tokyo's bar, and then played both Cardi's bars and made them better. He just took two lines of it,
small.
and then he
Those are
just
two
started
lines.
going off that. And you
Pretty
could
much.
tell he did not have anything written, and he still snapped hard.
Yeah, he still developed from it. He still actually came through with like a purpose.
I think it's a trend to say that shit.
And his solo thing was pretty passable too.
And then, but when I was telling you that if he was in another group, like full of other people, he would have probably done better because like the mumble rappers were kind of garbage. Like when I was talking to him on Xbox, he was telling me like he was not snapping at all. Like he was disappointed in his verse. And I'm pretty sure that's why. You know?
So he himself told this to you.
Yeah, he was like, I was not
was like,
snapping,
what?
bro. Like,
So he was really freestyling.
Who, Ugly Guy?
It seemed like all of them. It seemed like every single one of them freestyled except for
X.
This one.
no,
X
except
did
for
not freestyle.
Kyle and A Boogie.
X's was not. Kyle
Nah,
seemed
X
like
is
he
just
was.
dark as
Kyle,
fuck.
Kyle was
No,
freestyling.
yeah, we'll get to
Fucking
his
X
point in a
is just saying
second,
the
but yeah.
apocalypse coming up.
Yo, I'm gonna be so real with y'all.
X like the one white kid.
I liked and disliked Tentacion's part.
Yeah, I wish he would have done it with the beat. Like,
I wish
and
he would have
they're
gone in
hiding-
like.
They're hiding his actual cipher from us because like there was one where he was actually rapping over the beat.
Apparently, they redid it several times.
Yeah, but why would they not show us the one where he's rapping over the beat? Like they showed us a little clip of him in the preview for the ciphers, and he's just vibing on the beat, rapping instead of being like on the floor.
That was in the preview.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't remember that part.
it was literally just a 1 second clip of him going like this.
The thing is,
rapping.
with XXL, nowadays they're just like they shoot so much stuff throughout that day that they're shooting. They get to pick like what the public
Yeah,
hears.
but
and,
why
like,
would they choose that? Like,
It wasn't also.
Because
I doubt it was
that makes
just
him
their
stand out
decision
the
though.
most.
I'm sure it was also like
they don't
all
give
four of
they
them
don't give the
also
artists
said.
that much decisions, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that
even
sounds
with the-
yeah.
even
That
with the
sounds like a
shoot, like-
magazine.
yeah, oh, he was saying that too.
They
Ugly
put
God.
what they
He
want.
was like, yo,
It's their
XXL be fucking around, like blah blah blah.
Wait, who said that?
Forgot who said that.
Hmm?
I want to say it was nah.
I think it was like Amine.
Yeah. I
It
want to say
was.
Amine.
It was.
He was like talking about the
Yeah,
picture when they're like posing. He's like,
It wasn't
I-
what the fuck he expected.
yeah.
but-
Yeah,
he
he
was
looked a
like,
little
I didn't know
wild.
there was gonna be a whole fucking photo shoot. Y'all could have told the niggas.
Well, to be fair, he should have known. He should have just assumed that it's double XL and it's their
He
freshman
looked bored
list.
as fuck
It's
in the
literally
picture.
the only thing. And I mean, I hate to sound like this, but I mean, it seems like everybody feels this way. It's the freshman list is really the only thing that keeps at double XL in people's mouths. Nobody
Yeah.
talks about them
G
11 months out the year,
G shit.
but then the freshman list comes out. Oh my god, XXL this, XXL that.
Like, what does XXL even do besides the freshman class?
They
Just
do
another
album
magazine, bro.
reviews.
Oh.
They do album reviews. They do interviews. They do all
They
that
had a
shit.
website and everything.
And they still, you know, their YouTube channel's still popping. It's just nobody watches the shit outside of that.
I mean,
So-
it's pretty much just the
It's
newest.
just another
They do
magazine,
interviews.
bro.
Like, who's doing the interviews? Like,
I saw one with Youngboy Never Broke Again.
no, I mean like, who's the interviewer?
Oh, who's the interviewer?
Yeah.
They're writers. They're writers and their personalities.
But it's not just-
Same as Complex, same as Source, same as everybody.
Yeah, but you know how like they got like Joe Budden or like what's his name?
Yeah, but Joe Budden's not one of
I just wanna know-
Complex's interviewers. He just does the everyday struggle.
Say what you
Nadeska is one of their interviewers, though. One of their writers and interviewers. She's one of their personalities.
Do it.
So that's
I
about
got
our
you
thoughts
to read. I'm
on
hurting.
part
I'm
2.
hurting. You didn't let me
Now we'll
touch
start
it
talking about
the
part
first
3
time,
here.
man.
So part 3, because I want to say part 1 for last, because that was like easily the best one. Part 3, we got PMB Rock, and he tells like this stream of consciousness verse about this night with a girl that turned into a threesome.
Wait,
Or-
so you're leaving the best one for last? I see.
Yes, I am.
I didn't even notice how he was talking about.
Yeah, that's what made it so enjoyable. To be honest, is the fact that like it wasn't like
Like the
particularly
solo or the
lyrical.
cypher?
No, the cipher.
Oh, see, I didn't watch
Yeah, he just went in freestyling about a night. Wait a second. No.
What a pull it.
I want
Okay.
to see how the
You
punches.
good?
Yeah, play.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't it going this way?
Yeah, it is. What was it? Pull it for a sec.
No, you're all good.
Oh, you didn't get it. Oh, you didn't get
No,
it.
I
Pull
did.
it down.
I did.
Pull
I
it
was-
down.
I'm a bit of a hog, though. I'll smoke it all without you guys even realizing it.
Yeah, it's a little bit unraveling though.
All right, so yeah.
So, yeah, PNB. I mean, he had a really solid verse, and it was really fun to listen to. It was really fun to just
Oh my god.
That's
for a freestyle. That was pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know?
Put that shit in a
He made all these references to. If I was Drake, I'd be saying hell yeah, fucking right.
It's just you.
Yeah, the fan can't be helping with that.
Help her out, Josh.
Oh yeah.
But thoughts on
Huh.
PMB Rock first?
Get it started for her. PMB Rock.
Yeah.
Not much to say about him. I mean, he's a nice. I guess like he has nice melodies. But
Yeah, first time I heard him was Too Many Years by Kodak Black.
Pretty good singer.
yeah,
I thought that shit was
yeah.
crazy.
Too
I've
many
listened to
years.
this album. That last album he had. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Oh, you listened to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard he like used to write
I
for
listened
Drake.
to it.
Did he used to write for Drake?
I don't know.
That shit fatter. This one will be good.
I have no idea if that's the case. I mean, I could see it though, because his style is very akin to Drake's.
Or maybe he was signed by
No,
Drake.
it's not. I don't think it's. Is it Drake? I don't know. I wouldn't compare it to Drake. What the fuck? Oh, she got up. It's motion censored.
Sit that light
It's
for
not
me,
a clap.
Shannon. Under the garage. Under the garage. Under the
If I
garage.
could see a
one.
clapper ignore one of y'all, that would probably make my life.
The little button under the garage door. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
So then we have Cap G.
What's good, homie? Where you at?
Cap G came through with some impressive bars.
Oh,
Why you say one word?
You still at work? We're at my house right now.
Yeah, he
Probably about
like-
to leave in a sec.
They were
I like
really
how he
going
was
in.
like, he didn't even care. Like, he was off beat, kind of, but like, he just kept going.
Gee, shit.
Yeah, you can't
Right,
stop.
really
You're
don't.
bound to
Yeah.
fall off beat.
I'm a up.
When you're doing freestyle, you're
I'm a
bound to
up
fall off
nigga.
beat.
You
So
saw me
the fact that he just maintained his flow in and of itself, even disregarding like beat disregard. I mean, it's just that was just a show of
Did you
pure talent.
really?
And the fact that he did so much of like the,
No, you
What is some
didn't.
of his music? 'Cause I don't
Where y'all headed
Wait,
to
who we
today,
talking
though?
about?
I'm not sure actually. I'm like really I'm really sad that I hadn't heard of him before this.
I'm up.
I only heard that one song, Girlfriend.
I don't even know his one song.
Had a little hot dog dance.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the first time I ever heard him. Like with last year, I think I had heard of everybody before the like when the list came out. I think I had
Yeah,
already
like
heard of
what?
everybody. But this year they gave me a couple surprises.
Well,
And then Kamaya, I mean
Lake's
Kamaya,
at Boogie's right now, so I'm probably headed that way.
lyrically that was stellar. Lyrically she came through, purely lyrically she came through the strongest.
Yeah, she had a decent flow, but like, I don't know.
Is she good? Y'all think she's
So, were you taking the train
I
back?
think she's
She was
dope.
good, but like, she's kind of boring. I don't know. That's all I can say. Like, I don't know.
Alright, well, just hit me up when you get there.
Just, you know, she didn't.
The
say
fact that
much
she's
at
being
all.
put up, the fact that she's being put up next to so many
Yeah, hit up
mumble
Chris, see what's
rappers
up.
who
'Cause I heard
all
him
they
and
have
Bobby-
is their flow and their ad libs.
How many mumble rappers?
Me and Tokyo, Playboy Cardi.
That's 2 out of 10.
I need light. Thank you.
Boy, I would have
That's it.
been dying without this fan.
That's really it.
I was sitting,
Terrible outside.
bro, at night.
I know.
I mean,
There's
I
like
guess
less breeze in
Cap G
Jamaica.
is kind of
It's
he got that
fucking
mumble
hot and
flow,
still.
but
Goddamn.
he did like he got them bars.
There's more mumble
He
rap.
kind of does.
Cap G was the best one on that whole list for me, bro.
Who?
Cap G.
Who?
Cap
Watch
G.
it?
I saw the solo.
Help me
so
out
I
with the
didn't
same
really
problem.
Bro, I was actually thinking the same thing too. Though, like, I didn't really know who Cap G was, but I mean, I've
This
I've
is
seen
literally
him.
the first time that I ever.
And like other people.
You-
Okay, you know what? I'm wrong. 21 Savage is the only one that I hadn't heard of.
Excuse me, boss.
I didn't know about
Hey,
21
about
until
to.
I saw the XXL and I was like, oh,
Fucking wait. Oh yeah.
I should really be putting some niggas on, but I don't know about this year. I'm not really for that anymore.
As the list as a whole, I'm not particularly impressed with it. But I mean, I think what was Kamaya's drawback, really was the fact that. I mean, for somebody who used the same rhyme scheme for so long, that's an impressive feat. And the fact that that's being regarded as anything other than an impressive feat shows how much rap has changed. Honestly, in that aspect alone, for the worse.
Who wants to just listen to the same flow repetitively?
The flow could have been switched
Switch it
up.
at all.
The girl that was
Kamaya.
rapping. Kamaya, that's her name?
Bro, we said it like at least 15 times by now.
Mm-hmm.
Just toss it.
Still going on. And I mean, she went on for like 2 or 2.5 solid minutes though, and that was dope. Because I think she went longer than any of the 10 of them.
Yeah, she went for like 5 minutes.
No, the whole thing was 5 minutes.
Yeah, she went for like 3 minutes.
And then part one was easily the strongest part. We have Kyle come in fucking strong as a motherfucker with character, with energy, with bars, with everything. So I mean, all around, I have nothing other than great things to say about Kyle's verse. I still think that I Spy is a terrible song, but I understand why he released it.
It was a good song.
It's a god awful song. Don't give me that shit.
It was just positive. It was wrong.
Yeah, I love the positivity, but it just sounds like shit.
Not really. It was-
You can have good intentions and then it come out like really lackluster. Like it sounded, come on, it sounded like it was cartoon rap,
Okay, but like,
which it's not a bad thing. It
still
just sounds
catchy.
campy and corny.
it's still catchy.
Yeah, and that's why they release it, because it's catchy and they like it,
It's a
and
radio song.
other people like it. Exactly, and people who
It's a
listen,
radio song.
people who are casual listeners of hip hop, who don't really get deep into the genre, or just people who happen to like that
And not
song
just
are gonna
that,
like it.
but if that song
Even though
didn't
listen
come
to
out,
Kyle,
then I
you
don't
can
think he
still
would have
listen
been
to
on the list, bro.
Huh?
You should. I don't think he would have been on the list if he didn't release that. 'Cause he
And
was
that's
on
so
the song
sad
with
because
Yachty.
I have both of his albums that came out before this.
Have you heard
I
Doubt It?
doubt it.
Yeah,
Is that new?
by Kyle.
If it's not on Smile, then I haven't heard it.
Bro, I'm
Because I
still
know for a
mad-
fact it's not on Beautiful Loser.
I'm mad
It's a pretty good
Feminist
song,
Dex or Ski Mask didn't make it,
Ski Mask like just got big though, and he
No,
got
he didn't.
Like he barely.
bro. He was big
He
back
j-
when
No, he was.
Denzel Curry was in high school making music with him.
No, he was not.
Denzel Curry wasn't even big when he was in high school. What are you talking about?
No, Denzel
Curry-
Curry.
When he
Denzel
just
Curry
got out.
graduated
When
before
he
he got
just-
like a
when he just
real.
The one you ski.
Like when
Mask.
Ultimate,
So,
when Ski Mask was making music when Ultimate.
I'm not
was
talking
out.
about making music. I'm talking about getting real
I was
traction.
making
music doesn't mean you're.
I'm talking about getting. Yeah, I make music,
I was
and
listening to it.
I mean,
Really, I
He
listened to
has a fan
Denzel Curry
base.
in high school.
Like, he has a
That's-
fan.
Yeah.
That was the
okay,
shit.
but what?
But you're also a year back.
Ski Mask.
That was like 4 years ago, though.
But did you listen to Ski Mask?
Exactly, and he should have graduated in 2013, if I'm correct.
Graduated.
He should have graduated high school because I believe he's 2 years. He should be y'all age, right?
Like that nigga be making so much songs with
Like
X.
22.
Yes, but the thing is, he's blowing up a little more because X is getting so much attention. Because Triple X is getting so much attention.
I know people that listen before.
We are in Florida though. This is his home state.
Yeah.
You have to remember that.
He gonna have.
We're talking about national traction, enough to actually get on a national magazine.
Okay, but he was still better than all of them.
We not talking about quality. You know damn well this list is not based on quality. Made in TYO is on it.
I still don't know who the fuck that is.
Uber everywhere. Light this, please.
That was
I'm by the fan, so it's gonna lose fire every time with me.
No, it wasn't. That was in there.
That's him. Yeah, that's his. That's the reason he's on this list.
That wasn't. That was him.
That's him. That's like the only big shit that people know from him. I didn't even really know it.
Damn, I guess that was him. That's all he got.
Got a couple songs.
No, he's got projects, I'm sure. I'm just saying, as far as big stuff.
Oh, actually, I think I've heard some of these songs.
You ever heard Boogie?
He was on Bachelor. Damn. See, I didn't know.
Sure.
I guess he's.
Wait,
he's up
you
there.
forgot it?
He's
Okay.
a little up there.
Nah, he's way down there. That nigga
Like
midget.
down there.
I heard skateboard P.
That nigga's like 4 feet tall.
Oh, that's a midget, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a short guy.
Bruh, that's crazy.
Probably refrain from saying midget to the internet, though.
You tell your followers I'm gonna say midget because he's a midget.
All right, okay, and y'all gonna witness me. Y'all gonna witness me call this nigga out. We'll call him little people.
Listen, you can tell him to see me,
I'm gonna
nigga.
smack the fuck out of you right now.
Nah.
I'm really close enough to give you the front hand and the backhand in succession.
Backhand.
First.
I'm gonna spin like a motherfucking Beyblade right now.
Can we just turn off the phone?
Goddamn Key and Peele. Alright.
All right, so but yeah, then after Kyle's spectacularness, then we have A Boogie. I wasn't as much into A Boogie in like as a
A
whole,
Boogie is dope,
but A
bro.
Boogie had a fucking dope verse.
He slept on.
I don't know, is he slept on?
I think so.
I mean, think
I
about
think he
how many
slept on.
think about how many good MCs are slept on compared to other good MCs.
He's
Like
Like, I kind of
The entire underground? he's getting big. I did freestyle over Drowning. Shit was tight.
There's actually a lot of music coming
He had
from
a
Miami
solid ass
nowadays.
songs. He's
Yeah, and I mean,
going real.
There's been a lot of like
but it's not even from Miami though. It's from Broward.
that's
South
Florida, bro.
Florida.
Yeah,
Florida.
we're all
South
part of one,
South
bro.
Florida.
We were
you
not. We were not saying that when Ace Hood came out.
What?
We
I
were-
repped Ace Hood.
You,
Yeah.
but you're one person. Remember that.
And Ace Hood.
I'm talking about as a
Keep saying that,
whole.
bro, but I rap
Ace Hood dropped
bro.
out.
Okay, but you're two people. We're three people. I liked
What
Ace Hood
about
first
all the
single I
other people
heard.
that rap him? They're not here to say
Bruh.
it, but they do.
But I'm just saying, as a whole, Miami does not get behind their artist. Broward does.
Ace Hood's from Broward.
That's what I'm saying. He came out when Broward was almost
Ace Hood popped a
unknown.
little bit. Ace Hood had a little pop.
Yeah, because he got with DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He deserves all that because
Yeah.
he's really talented.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying
His varsity was nice.
that he had to he had to get out of his area. He had to get way out of his comfort zone. Versus what's it called? Where's A Boogie from?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, that how did this come up then?
Nah, A Boogie, he works with Kodak though. He works down here a lot.
Yeah, where Kodak from
Yeah,
though?
he's-
Kodak from Pompano Beach. Triple X from I think Lauderhill or Pompano Beach, one of those areas. Broward.
South Florida.
Denzel Curry,
Feel me? South Florida.
Carroll City is right next to the county line.
That's Miami.
That's Miami
That's
Gardens.
Miami.
That's
Nah,
Miami Gardens.
Miami's gonna claim Denver.
It's Miami Gardens, first of all.
Is it Broward?
No.
It's not Broward.
Miami-
Is it
But
Miami?
but did you hear what I
So
said?
is Miami.
But did you hear what I said though?
Miami claims
Does
Denzel,
it
bro.
fucking matter, bro? He's from
It
Miami.
does
It's not-
matter
he's
though.
there
It's
enough,
it's
bro.
I'm just demonstrating how the scenes differ. And Broward supports
We're
their
just fitting
people.
in this.
Miami don't. Miami don't support you till you big already. Back when Luke was like really active, you know,
43.
that's how Rick Ross was able to gain traction and Pitbull was able to gain traction. But I mean, they were in the trenches for a while, for like years. Like Port of Miami is Rick Ross's first studio album, and he dropped it at age 30. So I mean, there's your perspective. But as far as A Boogie, I don't have any further thoughts. Anybody? Okay, seems like no.
Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, don't sleep on him. He's solid. I think he's gonna go far.
Facts. Dead ass. Word to
Who does A Boogie remind me
You
of?
literally
Who's
have
that guy
no
that?
shoes on, nigga. You can't say that.
I was gonna say dead ass, but then you said it, so I had to say I wear Timbs.
Wait, but Josh, who is that guy that died that sounds like A Boogie kind of?
Oh, speaker knockers.
Speaker knocker.
Oh,
Bruh, speaker knocker.
I get sad every time I think about him.
Speaker knockers.
Shout out speaker knockers.
That's a rapper?
Hey, RP to that man. bro.
Started from the bottom, I was hungry.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, like, several months later, he was dead.
You man, what not? But
He died.
Yeah.
You remember that
you
guy?
living under a rock.
Speaker
I
knockers.
didn't
That's
even know.
what.
That was his only song?
Speaker knockers, that too up.
That was
Isn't
his
that the
hit.
name of one of their songs?
Oh,
Yeah, yo, this killing the flame, like, for real.
yeah.
Dog, like, just kill it for, like, a couple minutes.
I'm sorry. That's so hot.
Who told you to put a long sleeve on, bruh?
Yeah, I don't know what all this is.
Bruh.
You saying
You're
wear
dressed
fucking
like it's
long
winter
sleeve
right
shirt.
now.
In Jamaica,
Yo,
I
our
was
boy
doing
is
long
wearing a
sleeve.
long
Yeah,
sleeve
I bet you-
I wore
sweatshirt
that shit one time.
and
One time to
looks
the
like
club.
joggers.
Stop.
Yes. I mean, we never
Just
get
make a
cold.
sun,
We just have to
man.
get used to it. You feel me?
I mean, everybody else well equipped. Well, somewhat. Last we have Amine.
That's the last
He was
guy.
dope.
That's the last guy we're reviewing.
Well, I mean, he's the
last
10th one.
The last cipher.
He was the last one in the cipher, and this is the one we're doing last. So
Well,
He was-
with that being said, I'm happy we saved the best for last. What?
keep talking.
You don't think Amine is the best?
Just keep talking.
Oh,
Say your thoughts.
well, I just think that he puts out like music that you could actually like listen to, and it's not just for one type of genre. I feel like he could go into like singing with like, you know, Maroon 5 type shit, like just like Future's doing. Like he's more flexible, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I was in your room until you
Okay.
What do you think?
Interesting example.
What do you think?
Cyphers came up with it.
I think he can. Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. Personally, I wouldn't pick Maroon 5. I don't like Maroon 5 at all.
But the fact that he could be diverse, like he's
No,
he's
totally.
rapping
I totally
and
agree
singing.
with that. Caroline, I mean, literally the one issue I have with that song is that it's incredibly repetitive in and of itself.
How so?
Almost the entire first verse, bridge, and hook are repeated after. So almost no switch up the whole song.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. I can only listen to it like halfway because I know, like, okay, I'm about to hear this. Literally almost everything I just heard again.
Bad thing.
So I was a little worried, but then Josh put me onto Red Mercedes, and I thought that was tight.
Nah, Red Mercedes.
He has a lot of good songs.
That's what I was talking about.
Like, that I follow.
Well, I mean, up until that point, that was the only one that I had heard,
Yeah.
so
He's the
that's
one
what it formed my opinion. But I mean, his solo
So what about
and
the cipher?
his solo and his cipher verse, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got a career ahead of him. He's
Of
from
course.
Portland.
I don't think he gets.
Yeah,
the
I
recognition
don't
he
know. I
deserves.
don't really know any
He really don't get the
rappers
recognition
from
he
Portland.
deserves.
Well, I mean, this is what the freshman list for.
Well, yeah. That's
If
what-
Playboy Cardi and him are like twins, I think Amine's better. But Playboy Cardi got some.
There is a giant disparity
Have you heard of
between
Beast?
between Cardi's talent and Amine's talent. Let's be real.
Beast by Amine is good too.
Hey, bro.
And yeah.
But Playboy Cardi is probably gonna be like the most successful person.
That is
I think
saddening to
I
me.
honestly think Playboy Cardi's gonna burn out after like a year or so.
Was that in the?
Sorry, you put that garbage up.
Got you. What in the kitchen?
No, I went next to the sliding door.
All right, for sure.
He probably has like one more album.
Yo, shout out to the garbage that needs to be taken out. I just don't understand. Like this was like a long awaited thing. His self-titled mixtape
I
was
thought he played with Cardi
long
before,
awaited.
like even before like the album came out. Like he has some really good songs.
But I just
Simon, you don't have anything valuable in here?
What?
It's all right.
Like, I'm sitting on it.
There's so much suitcases that have been on that for like
Bomba Clat should
one
spit a goddamn red stripe. Why you doing
yeah,
that?
I'm not even Jamaican. I think that's blasphemous.
Mm.
The puss oil.
Bro, they make this straight in
I'm gonna make it off
Jamaica.
the floor.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That's basically y'all's
I bet you
presidente.
won't.
Where do they make
I'll give you
presidente?
5 right
DR.
now to do it.
Yeah. Hey.
Breeze gonna match.
That's lit.
You fucks with presidente?
Excuse me, Breeze and what?
Match.
For what?
The 5 for him to lick it off the floor.
Oh, if you do that, then I guess.
I bet everyone here will match 5.
No.
Yo, do you got a piece? Because this is dying out too. Do you?
I'm bowling now.
Okay.
I got that 40 in the car.
Alright, whatever. I'll just hold on to this one.
So yeah, is that the conclusion of XXL?
Wrap it up.
I mean, as far
Wrap
as
it up then.
just that section, I mean,
Wrap it up,
you guys seem fairly eager to go.
Wrap it up, then.
No, we're not.
Wrap it up, then.
Wait.
I
Well,
hate you.
I'm gonna get
I wouldn't let that bad and bougie.
Huh?
I swear, the first time he literally said "bad and the bougie." He did not watch it. He did not watch his own words, and he said "bad and the bougie." I'm like, I guess the bad and the bougie, is that like the new version of The Young and the Restless?
I was just talking about this last week. I was like,
The bad and the bougie about to be a new soap opera.
I don't know if
Shit.
No one's in the fucking
That's a good idea. Yo, let's make a
Yeah,
YouTube
let me
series.
go back and
I'd rather name of it. It's like
My
called
fucking
Tap.
heat.
fuck it. I mean, as far as just Double XL as a whole, we've already established that their main relevance is just their list now, and they seem to realize that. You know, I was only really a fan when they were doing those reviews where they would split up. Like, you remember when they were showing how they felt about the beats, how they felt about the what's it called?
So when they broke down like the whole song.
Exactly. Sometimes they would even have bits on songs too. When they were doing more in-depth articles about the album reviews, that shit was tight, but they just got weak.
As far as
So I mean,
it's located.
I guess last thing I want to talk about is who do y'all think should have been on there? Who, if y'all could take one person off and put one person on?
Take off.
That's a good question.
Hitting the
I
hard
think I
part.
would take off Made in Tokyo.
And replace them with?
Ski Mask.
Are you serious?
So apparently take off Made in Tokyo and replace him with Ski Mask the Slump God.
Or Famous Dex.
Or Famous Dex.
Okay, this is a
I
good
don't want
question.
a
What do you
Famous
think?
Dex on that shit.
It's
Honestly,
okay, cinnamon.
I'm still surprised Famous Dex didn't get
It's
on
okay,
there.
cinnamon.
There was a whole thing about that though. There was like a whole
Did he deny it?
controversy.
He denied it. Like,
I'm not sure if he denied it, but he seemed to like express. He was like, "Oh, it's all good, but you know, shout out to all the people who's on there." But then it turns out this video surfaced of him like slapping some girl or some shit like that.
oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was a video. I
so-
saw that.
He made his own bed with that one.
Yeah.
First of all,
Something crazy.
don't slap somebody. Second of all, don't slap a woman. Third, don't slap a woman on camera. The three very. I'm just saying, three very simple
He said
things.
not on camera.
No. Because I already knocked out don't slap. I already knocked out don't be violent. I already knocked out don't hit women.
No, I don't know anybody.
Last but not least. Okay, last but
Where
least.
Lisa come from?
But brought it to light.
Alright, if I had to take somebody off, it would probably be Made in Tokyo.
Okay, and replace them with.
Alright. Peter, bro.
Probably replace him with Young Mom.
Young M.A.
Younger man. She denied it. I think.
It's alleged that she denied it. I don't know if she's
I
come
would've
forth with
taken
that.
off Kamaya too and put.
No, I was about to say yeah.
Either Young
I'm gonna
M.A.
take
or
off
Cardi
Kamaya and
B.
put on Rod Banks or something.
They should have let Cardi B be on it. They only,
Who, nigga?
Cardi B.
She ain't even got no Wikipedia.
No.
Yeah, bro. She got bars.
I didn't say that. I haven't heard her music. I can't judge her
Who cares
music.
if she got
I
Wikipedia?
seen her.
She has my same last name,
What does that mean? She doesn't
so
even
she
have
may or may not be
Wikipedia?
related to me.
I seen her little
Fuck you
Bodak
talking
Yellow, whatever. the
It
fuck.
just seemed. It just so
Little
happened.
rap.
Oh, that's another thing. Is that? Well, I'll actually come back to that in a second. What was your
You did
pick?
not answer my
I was gonna-
question.
I'm gonna answer in a second.
I was gonna take off Kamaya and put on Rod Banks. As
Okay.
much,
Rob
Banks
as much
been
as he,
denying
I
that shit.
know,
He should
I know.
be on
As much
that
as he
shit.
doesn't want to be on it, I'd still put him on it rather than it.
Yeah, I mean he's torn with Sir Michael Rocks.
Yeah.
You
You
should have
know.
been on that shit with fucking Denzel.
Honestly,
You would have ripped that shit. That would have been legendary.
But Brick closes early. You think we should go to Sidebar?
yeah.
Any of the
Brick
three of y'all
closes
have
early?
any of the three of y'all have thoughts on that
Sidebar
question?
or is Brick?
Wait, I thought we were going to Boogies and meet with
I would
ladies.
Bro, I said
I would even
Brickle.
have a little pump on that shit.
Brickle.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That boy just
But I
that boy
don't
just started to
relate.
get hot in the last few
And
months.
Boogie.
Who gives a fuck?
That's the whole thing, though. They capture
Hold
somebody
on.
when
A lot of people
after
wanna
their
be
first
Mario.
few months.
Simon, am I gonna get into
After
these
their first few
places?
months.
You have your fake.
He has a fan base.
I'm not saying he don't have a
They're
fan
like-
base.
Better hope
It's
so,
not about
'cause
it's
having a
not-
fan
Angie
base. It's
almost
about
got
it's
fucking-
about getting
yeah,
clicks.
Angie had a
Double
throw
XL is about getting
Her
clicks.
fake is from Arizona.
Who's
She
gonna
had
get
her
you
fake
clicks?
and she almost
Tyler
did not get it.
Kweli
I forgot
has an
she paid
excellent.
to get
Okay,
it.
Tyler Kweli's a bad example because he's
Really?
been
Yeah,
around for
'cause
20
her fake
years.
didn't work.
It's not like a fake ID that like
XXL
It's a-
chooses people.
it's
It's
like a
Arizona.
real life.
They're popping.
An ID's an ID.
It's a real-
But if they're
Paid for-
popping,
It's a real
and
ID.
Yeah, yeah,
the
no,
picture.
but it's
Lil
someone's real
Pump
ID.
just started getting clicks,
But it's someone
He
else.
just-
Bro, he's getting the clicks.
like viral. He just started
getting
going viral.
Honestly,
That's all it's
I know
about
Angie,
nowadays,
They,
the
that
clicks.
shit
Just
didn't
guess
work.
it.
It's
She
being
had to
viral.
pay. They were like, that's not
Yeah,
yours.
he
He
get-
just started
Oh,
getting
really?
this
It was somebody who
2017
looked like
shit
They
came out.
they probably
Like,
picked
that's
they
how
probably
you
picked it
don't
before
play.
they noticed him.
She had to pay. She had to go
Yeah,
back to
Lil
the
Pump
car
wouldn't
and
have
get
made
money
it this
to
year.
come back.
But if he
Also-
can continue that shit for a whole year,
Jesus
then you're
Christ,
talking about it.
he's a fucking meme. And they already had Ugly God's a meme.
Bruh,
but
let me
Ugly
tell you
God's a-
this. Let me tell you this. Listen to this.
Tell me.
In Jamaica,
Mhm.
you know what I'm talking about, Bumbleclot, Jamaica. My cousin Ron lives in Kingston, which is the capital of Jamaica. And he knows about Lil Pump, listening to him. So Lil Pump is international.
Get out
My
of here.
cousins in DR know me, so I'm international. I have a fan. I have a fan to whom I am not related in New Zealand.
But we're talking about...
I have a couple fans. I think 2 or 3
Okay,
fans
but
in
A
Europe.
lot of people listen to him in Kingston, and this could be in a
His
lot of
defense
other
was it
countries.
was him being international. If we're talking about international at face value, I'm international.
Like, my
No, we're trying to be
cousin
wide
and all
and
his
spread
friends
internationally.
listen to this nigga Lil Pump from Jamaica, and that's only one country.
That's true.
So
Not even
Jamaica-
all my
So what
friends
are we
listen to me.
doing?
My mom.
Don't talk to my mama. I got twin sisters, so let me try it.
So what's up with
Yeah, I
that?
love
God.
you, but I swear to
How
God.
you getting home? You need a ride or
Swear to God.
you getting picked up?
I mean, Josh's supposed to take me. You said he'd take me. What was I gonna say? So, oh yeah, to answer your question from. Oh wait, let me say mine though. I would remove. I would like to say Playboy Cardi, but I'm sure hip hop as a whole, for whatever reason, would not stand for that. So I'll say Made in TYL
In
too.
this
He
culture,
burnt himself
In
out.
2017,
He burnt himself out already.
I guess. Like,
It's called backing vocals, my nigga. Like what he did on Raf. He had a purpose in Raf.
oh yeah.
Because all he was doing was the background. He was
Yeah.
he was doing somebody else's background. That's a purpose. It's like how
That's what I'm saying. When you're for like ad-libs and like backup and shit.
I do my own ad libs.
Well, yeah, but he's good for other people's ad-libs too. That's
Okay.
That's a talent.
I guess I'm not gonna see it.
In 2017,
I guess
He's
this is just a
important.
disconnect that I'm just not gonna fully understand, and that's okay.
I see his like value.
So y'all trying to get me flagged by YouTube. In any case,
I don't get how you're gonna get flagged by YouTube because people be posting the reaction videos. Literally, like putting the actual video.
I tried to click my shit and it said
have
something about
licenses.
there's licensing that's involved by Universal Music Group. It's not just YouTube, it's Universal Music Group. So what we're listening to right now?
Give me that. Yeah, yeah.
That was more for the listeners.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. So to answer your question from before, crap, what was it? It was oh yeah, the fact that they get people when they're already popping, and I don't mean like locally popping. I mean like seriously popping. Like it's a serious thing. They're on a borderline national level. So it's not even like I said in episode 5. It's not a freshman list. It's a transfer list.
True, it's trying to like, they're trying to take the next step.
Exactly. It's niggas who already got their rap AAs, and so they're coming in for the bachelors.
That's why you see like some of them are like, I mean some rappers and some like music artists, they last like maybe 2 years, a year.
To be
But,
quite
like,
honest, oh go ahead.
It takes a while. Like if you one of the best, like,
All this
and that's
shit
what they're
takes
trying
time.
to do. They're trying to pick like a Drake, and then if they had like Drake on a, did Drake ever make XXL?
I don't think
You
so. I
feel
think he
me?
turned
Like-
it down.
Are you sure? Like if
I
Drake,
feel like he turned it
he
down.
didn't. I never saw no
Well,
freestyle.
they say he
from
turned it down.
But yeah, they're just trying to, I guess, pick the right one.
Yeah.
They're just picking all the hype
Alright, can y'all
people.
turn that fan back on?
Young Thug
We're
turned
not
it down.
leaving. Could we leave? It's 1. I got work in the morning.
At what time?
11:30.
Alright.
shit's like a 30-minute drive, but I'm like, let's go.
Doing mad editing on this.
That's right, Josh. You gonna take
All
over
right,
now,
so,
or you come with us?
That's pretty much our thoughts there. Everybody say a farewell to the audience, or not. Thank you guys so much for listening. This is the Freak Show. Follow me on everything, Cyrex MC. You already know. Have a good night.